Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Former US President Donald Trump has said he expects to be arrested by a federal investigation into the 6th of January 2021 riots at the Capitol and efforts to challenge the results of the 2020 election. In a social media post, he said he was informed by special counsel Jack Smith on Sunday night that he is a target of their inquiry. Mr. Trump posted that he was told to report to a grand jury, which he said almost always means an arrest and indictment. A heatwave is continuing across southern Europe, with temperatures in the central Mediterranean peaking today. There are warnings extreme heat could continue for a further 10 days in parts of Italy. Spain has also faced consecutive heat waves, with temperatures yesterday reaching 44 degrees Celsius. There have been wildfires on the Spanish island of La Palma and in mainland Greece. Planes here dropping water on fires near Athens. Meanwhile, Swiss firefighters battled flames that forced more than 200 people to evacuate as the authorities warned that the blaze could spread further. There are reports that a US soldier is being held in North Korea after crossing the border without authorization. A US official said the soldier was being escorted back to the US for disciplinary reasons, but after going through airport security, they somehow returned and joined a tour at the border. The demilitarized zone, which separates the two Koreas and its border, is one of the most heavily fortified areas in the world. Typhoon Talim has lashed southeastern China and displaced 230,000 people, as large swathes of Asia reel from torrential rain and extreme heat. It's also disrupted flights and shut fishing villages and coastal tourist spots, but it has weakened on its way to Vietnam. Drone footage shows Israeli protesters flocking the streets surrounding Israel's main labor unions building in Tel Aviv as part of a national day of resistance. It comes as legislators prepared to ratify one of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's disputed judicial bills before Parliament goes on summer recess. Thousands poured onto the streets in rallies across the country. The 26 Commonwealth Games are in doubt after the Australian state of Victoria cancelled its plans to host. The Commonwealth Games Federation has struggled to find a host before Victoria volunteered in April 2022, but the Premier said the projected cost had now tripled and become well and truly too much for the state to bear.
What's become clear is that the cost of hosting these games in 2026 is not the $2.6 billion which was budgeted and allocated and is sitting, vast majority of which has not been spent. It's not $2.6 billion, it is in fact at least $6 billion and could be as high as $7 billion. And I cannot stand here and say to you that I have any confidence that that even $7 billion number would appropriately and adequately fund these games. In terms of where we go to from here, the games will not proceed in Victoria in 2026. We have informed Commonwealth Games authorities of our decision to seek to terminate the contract and to not host the games.
A barge which will house asylum seekers has arrived in its final destination on England's southern coast as part of efforts to reduce the use of costly hotels as temporary accommodation. The vessel will be berthed in Portland Port in Dorset and will accommodate 500 single adult males. And a group of British skydivers have set a new record over the skies of Nottinghamshire by linking together in formations while free-falling through the air. Footage shows 41 divers creating the largest ever sequential formation to ever take place in the UK. The skydivers set the record by making consecutive patterns during their descent while falling at speeds of over 120 miles per hour. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.